You might want to throw that in there too, you know. Even though there's not a before, but...
Do you want to just zoom in on that? Press it on here.
I don't know, what do you
like
think?
a spectrum?
You're actually live.
Am I actually live?
Yeah.
Hey.
You're so funny. Let me move some steps on a trip. Okay, so what are we doing? So who are you first? And what are we doing?
I'm Courtney.
And I'm
I'm live. We're going over the color changes that's happening with Annie's paint. So the chalk paint by Annie Sloan is going through a globalization process. We've talked about this before. Essentially, Annie is globalizing her paint, which means that no matter if you buy it in Russia or the UK or here in America, you will have the same color across the board. So that means for some of our colors, they're just shifting a little bit. Also, we are switching our containers, so they're actually going from Quarts, which is this slightly smaller size over here, to a liter, which is over here. So a few differences. One, the liter is a little bit bigger. They're still the same price, so you're getting a little bit more paint for your money.
At the purple painted lady.
At the purple painted lady. Sorry. Yeah, at the purple painted lady.
So people earlier today were saying, what's the difference in size? So the quart is 32 ounces.
32 ounces, and this is 33.8 ounces. Okay. Also, if you're confused on whether you have a quart or a liter, if you look at the front, if you have a quart, you're just going to have a clear sticker with the name on it, right? If you have a liter, you'll actually have a color swatch of that color with the name on it. Also, on the bottom of the liters, there's going to be a little barcode that tells you the color. And then lastly, on the top, you're going to actually have a white and gray lid that says Annie Sloan, if you have a liter.
This is for the liters, which are being introduced all throughout 2019.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
So we've gone over some of the neutrals, some of the Barcelona orange, all those colors. We've gone over some blues as well. So if you missed the blues, you can go back to our Facebook page and check that out. You can also see it on our YouTube page.
We did reds.
We did reds. I keep forgetting the reds. I forget the reds every time.
We've done the whites.
We've done the whites, and those are all on Facebook and YouTube, so you can check those out there.
What do they look for on YouTube?
If you want to find us on YouTube, you just search The Purple Painted Lady. And our little account will come up. You click on that, and then all of our videos are there.
Yeah, we probably have at least 60, maybe
we have
70
a lot of
videos
there.
going on there,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Yeah. So today we're focusing on the greens. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, that's so pretty.
So here we go. Isn't that nice? You got a nice little...
So what do you have this, how is this set up right now? Like, what do you got?
So how these are set up is the first board of the color is going to be the quart version that's now discontinued. The second board is going to be the liter version, which is the one that we're going to have in stock from now on.
Yeah, so it's not actually that the color is discontinued, it's the packaging has changed.
The packaging has changed.
The color has drifted, and
Yes.
I guess you could say the color in the quart container is retired.
Yeah, retired.
It's retired. It's going to go someplace warm. Okay, why don't you start?
Okay, so Florence is right here. We had a couple of questions on why Florence wasn't in the blues. I moved it to the greens because we had a lot of blues to cover. So we're going over Florence.
And you know what? Florence, to me,
Florence is like
is definitely
TV
more green teal than blue.
Yeah.
That I would agree with you on that.
Okay. So I don't see too much of a difference in this one. I actually think it's fairly similar. I think the quart version might be slightly more green
Absolutely.
than the liter version.
I agree. It's minimal, but you are correct in your
Yes.
observation. I feel like, the quart definitely comes through a little bit more green.
Okay, good.
Do you see that?
Yeah, I see that. Awesome.
So we are holding the Florence,
Yep.
and those boards have clear wax, and they also have the
dark wax.
And the dark wax is actually more of a brown.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So that's Florence.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
We'll go on to the next one, which is Amsterdam Green. This one, I don't actually see a difference at all. The only difference I see is the sample board over here is a little bit shinier because it's a little bit older.
It's handled a lot. They look a little different on the camera. I do feel like the Amsterdam Green from the quart
It's over here.
might have been just a slightly little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Darker?
Yeah.
Can you hold them sort of flat? So you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes the color, but if you were to hold a paint swatch, even at like Home Depot, the colors can look different depending how you hold it.
That glare.
Yeah, you know, depending how you hold them, it's quite interesting. They either look identical or the Amsterdam from the liter looks slightly lighter. But I don't think it is.
I don't think so either. But
Okay. Okay,
there's
cool.
Amsterdam.
Okay, so we've done the Florence.
Yes.
We've talked about Amsterdam.
Now we have olive.
Oh, interesting. So this, okay, why don't you talk about how you
So
feel?
I think olive lightened up a little bit. I think it's not as a deep of a green.
Or deep as almost like a little bit less brown maybe too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't quite look as primitive. I actually like this change a bit. I feel like the olive on the right is just a little bit more modern. I don't know how to put that.
Yeah.
Current.
Current. There you go. It's a little more current.
So they both have wax. Now the
Mhm.
one on the left has been well handled because it's
yes,
a very
it's an older board, so.
okay. Okay.
There's olive. Okay. Next we have Chateau Grey. This one, I think it has a little bit less gray, a little bit more green to it.
I agree. So the one on the right
Mm-hmm.
is
That's the liter.
okay. And the one on the left was the Court, and that's the retired color.
That is.
And this is Chateau Grey
Chateau
by Annie
Grey.
Sloan. Okay.
Okay. Then we have Versailles. So Versailles is in the greens because I typically describe it as a mainly a neutral with green undertones to it. I actually think it lost the green undertones through the transition. I don't know. Are you seeing something different?
No, I'm just looking at it.
Yeah. Oh, it's not coming through as even.
They are very similar.
Yeah.
They're different in case you're painted your cabinetry and you're trying to do a match.
Yes.
I think there is slightly a difference in
good
it, but
bag
they
that.
are very close. So the one on the left was the Versailles and the Court.
Yep.
And the one on the right is from
This
the
is
liter.
the liter.
Okay.
Okay.
Very cool.
All right, Lem Lem. This is actually interesting. I wasn't sure this one had changed that much, and
It doesn't.
it does compute a little bit on the. I feel like the Lem Lem from the Court is a little bit more green. I think this one's a little bit more of a mint.
Yeah, the Lem Lem from the liter on the right seems a little bit softer, more of a pastel.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Cool. All right, and lastly we have Antibes Green.
Oh,
So
that's
I
cool.
think it's fairly similar. I think the Antibes in the liter has a little bit more. It's like softer.
I think it's more of a true green versus the Antibes from the Quart container seemed a little bit lime.
Yes. Yeah.
I think the Antibes on the right, which came from the liter,
Yep.
is isn't as quite of a citrusy green.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
I like it.
I would agree with that. There you
Okay.
go.
Is that everything?
That's everything. We just wanted to include Furl for good luck. Furl's one of our Charleston colors. We also have Tilton and Rodma over there, but Furl is this beautiful green. Yeah, there they are. Da, 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 da. The lovely trio.
Okay. So can you just actually, since we're on it?
Yeah, so this one back here is Rodmo. That is like an eggplant purple.
Definitely a plum, yeah.
Yeah, like a plum magnet. Yep. Then we have Tilton, which is, I think, it's a true sunflower yellow.
I agree. In fact, you know what? Even though this is about greens, grab Tilton and grab Arl. Because now that we have that, it's kind of like you see them side by side, and Arl looks almost...
I know.
Almost a little orangey.
Yes. Arl was what we thought was a true sunflower yellow. Then you put them side by side, and Arl looks more orange than anything else.
For
Oh,
some
it comes
reason,
across-
Let me come back further.
Does that work?
Okay, yeah. If
Okay.
I take a few steps back, it definitely. So Tilton's on the left, and even then, in my video, it looks a little bit more yellow.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, where in person, if you were to go to the grocery store or to a flower market and purchase a sunflower,
Yeah.
it is definitely more of a sunflower. And then Arl's on the right, and yeah, so there definitely is a difference. So Pam Evans says hi.
Hello, Pam.
Jody Borland from Sugar Grove, Pennsylvania.
Hello.
Karen and Marianne over in Baldwinsville are tuning in.
What's up, y'all?
Ginger wants to know, when will we be doing a purple video?
Oh my
We should
goodness.
do one just for purples.
We should do one just for purples.
Yeah.
How
about when you come back from your vacation?
Yeah.
We do let her out once in a while.
Every once in a while. We will be going over colors like Emile, Henrietta, after I get back. So if you're wondering about the color changes for that, it'll be happening not in next week, but 2 weeks probably. As for mixing of purples, we actually have a live scheduled this Friday for how to mix some purples. So if you want to tune in and join us for some mixing fun, we can do it then.
So this Friday you have, well, the next live is going to be purples, corals.
Purples, corals, turquoise, and there was another one.
So is there an order that you're going to process those colors? Alphabetically?
Yeah, we'll do alphabetically.
Okay.
Oh.
Also, Shy wants you to know that she loves your glasses.
Hi, Shy. Thank you.
Yeah, and Ginger says hi from North Carolina.
Hello.
So why don't we go ahead, show those greens one more time?
Yeah.
Get them out here. So again,
These are all the liters.
yeah.
Just so you're aware.
So just in case you've been thinking about an upcoming project. So we have Florence on the end here. We're just going to go through. Then we have Amsterdam. Amsterdam's more of like an emerald green.
Yep.
And then we have olive, or is that right? I'm
Yep,
going to actually
that's
pull this
olive.
back a bit because
You're
the
right.
color seems so much more true.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, why
Okay.
don't you point to them?
Yep, so this is olive. Then we have Chateau Grey, Versailles, Lem Lem, Antibes Green, and lastly, Furl.
Okay, cool. That
Okay.
sounds good. Anything else we need to talk about or share, or anything else?
If you
Just say it.
if you like our Facebook Lives and you want to make sure you tune in every time we do them, number one, we usually have them on Fridays at noon. But if you forget, we have an alert system for you. So if you text the number 74121, the word chalk paint, you will be entered into our text alert system. We'll shoot you a text 10 minutes before our live happens. That way you can make sure you join us. If you ever want to stop and get out of those text messages, all you have to do is reply with the word stop. And just to make sure there's no confusion, when you're composing this text message, the number that you would text is 74121. I know it's not the standard length of a normal telephone number. It'll still work. And chalk paint needs to be all one word, lowercase.
So I know we already discussed this, but the sample boards that we did the other day,
Yep.
can you hold those up? Because I got to tell you, as I'm standing here, I can't actually differentiate one from the other.
I just had to look.
Tell me, seriously,
Yeah.
tell us what those boards were about and what's going on with them.
Yeah, so we did a Facebook Live last week about some mixing an old white. So a lot of you liked the old white that was in the quart. That color has shifted and the color itself has been retired, but you guys love that color.
And
So we-
describe that color.
yeah, it's like it's a warm white with slight yellow undertones, almost similar to like melted French vanilla ice cream.
Okay, so, and actually we have a hutch behind you that's really packed jammed with a whole bunch of wedding merchandise.
Wedding stuff.
And that was painted with old white from a
Yes.
quart.
Yes.
So now you painted one of these sample boards
Yeah.
with old white from a quart, and then you mixed, what did you mix?
I mixed the color pure and the color cream from the Litres to create a similar color.
And now I know some people can do this with the original too, I think, in
Yeah.
here. So you can play around with it. But so honestly, as I'm standing here, I was looking at these two sample boards. Which one is from the quart?
The one on the bottom's from the quart.
Okay, otherwise, the one on the top, you mix.
This is the mix.
Boy, they were they look so similar. You would never have known that.
Yay!
Okay, well, so you'll be back Friday?
I'll be back on Friday.
Okay.
See you guys.